Good evening, cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
This is going to be our instantly out of the theater review for the early access screening, because we're cool like that, of Twisters. Some perfections,
Yeah,
some
that's a word.
things that we need to explain before we actually get into this review, and that is, Twister is a holy movie in our household.
It is.
It is a required watching for anyone who needs to be anywhere close to our family, specifically our daughter. She loves this movie. We've watched it a ton of times.
Quote it probably almost daily.
Almost daily. And especially when we were playing Fortnite. Thoughts of the Twisters?
It was good. It was fun. It was tornadoes. It was twistery. It was science-y. There's a story. It was Twisters.
It's
It was Twister with an S.
Twisters with an S. We were just talking about it. This was, other than a couple of simple little references, this is not a direct sequel to the original movie. This is, in very general concepts of chasing tornadoes and doing science, kind of connection to the original movie. This is a standalone, on its own, telling its own story, telling its own version of tornado chasing, and I really appreciated that they did that.
Yeah, well, I mean, and they address this. Tornado chasing in 2024 is very different than it was in 2000 or whenever it was that Twisters came out. So, you know, they they might go over the top
A little bit, but
and on purpose. I mean, but I mean, they have chase tours now. You can get in a van with a bunch of other people and go chase tornadoes. Doesn't sound like a good idea, but
No.
so they definitely incorporated that into this.
And Glenn Powell's character runs a YouTube channel, and we watch a YouTube channel when they're doing chasing tornadoes. It's shot really well. They allowed the landscape of Oklahoma and the Midwest to be one of the characters. The same with the truck. The big red Dodge truck that Glenn Powell drives in the trailer is a character. But the landscape it's important to give scale to these tornadoes. And so having these shots pulled back where scale of buildings or vehicles or whatever is given, and it's just shot really well. And then there's times when you're frantic in the vehicle as on a gimbal of on a cell phone or a GoPro attached to the outside of the vehicle. It was really well shot, giving that kind of perspective. And I think I really liked this. I had so much fun.
Yeah, we'll watch it again and again. I think for me, I don't know, the feeling was a little different than the first one was kind of like it might have been the late 90s, kind of like contemporary music and stuff going on, and and this one is a little more not country and western, but like western style music, like so the feel was just different. Not bad, just different.
I think that's part of the aesthetic that they were going for too, of telling its own story within this kind of general concept, not using that contemporary music like you're talking about. Shine on, shine on. That was not in the movie, disappointingly. But I think that is a kind of maybe a critique for us, because we're so married to the first version, that the original version, that we're kind of maybe expecting that in this one. There is a during the credits newsreel roll that is going on till about mid-credits. So there's no mid-credit scene, there's no post-credit scene, but all of that stuff kind of puts a nice little cap on the rest of the story. If this does really well, they'll do another one. But I think it's a standalone by itself, not trying to set up a franchise, not doing any of that kind of stuff. And I appreciated that. And the special effects are pretty damn good. Tornadoes look awesome.
Yes, they looked amazing. And our special early release, whatever theater, 7 o'clock on a Wednesday, was 95% full. It was full.
Yeah, it was full.
So
that's a good sign. So, Skewer.
7.75.
8. I wanted to give it more, but I think I think we've talked about it. There's a story element that I'm struggling with. I would have given it higher if they had done the story point that I wanted, and not the one that they did.
But we won't talk about it because
spoilers.
It'll be a spoiler.
Yeah. So let us know what you thought of Twisters and our reaction to it in the comments down below. Please be nice. That is a requirement around here. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. It's free and it helps us and it costs nothing and it's amazing. And because you guys are amazing. And follow us on all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Links in the description down below. And if I go a little bit faster, we can go to Vegas. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night now.